I do it right?
I think that's pretty much spot on.
We're all still here.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
What's going on?
Yo.
It's good. It's Tuesday. It's breaking the mold. I'm Energon Addict. And I'm looking at Mr. Brian Brink right now. Brian, what's
Hey.
up, dude? How was your weekend? What's
How
new?
was the weekend? It was okay.
That's it.
I
It's okay.
I was just waiting for a box of toys for the whole weekend.
Oh.
And then it came at the end, and the weekend was over.
What was in the box?
Let's see.
Short
There was
stories
a
by
lino with a
Brian
wonky eye. There was a lino with a wonky eye in there.
Oh, you got
that,
you?
that
Did
pretty
you-
much killed the buzz right there, and I was like, "Fuck it, back to work."
Did you send it back?
I just got it on Sunday night, so
No. But I mean, are you planning to then?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't think
You know, I didn't check mine. I gotta go do that. I wonder if mine's wonky.
A lot of other people have been lucky, so yeah. I guess the lottery tickets I bought that day are also going to be losers. So it wasn't.
You're a loser.
It could be.
It might be expired already too, bro. It only lasts like 180 days, I think. But
No, I bought them on Sunday.
oh. I thought you meant when you pre-ordered the stuff.
Oh, buying lottery tickets on the day. I don't know.
Like, damn, somebody's holding on to something.
I bought two. I bought 2 tickets. Thought maybe things would work out, and we'll see how that goes.
Brian, is that the only one that they're having an issue with? Is the lino with the fucked up eyes?
My Jackalman it looks less than stellar, but I'll live with it.
I saw a video, right, that there's supposed to send pieces out to manufacturers. Like paints were missing, I think, on Panthro and the Jackalmans from the fur and right on the chest or something.
Panther's pants were the wrong
Or
color.
yeah.
Some shit like that.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
gotta
you
check
wouldn't
these
notice
things
it unless
out.
someone told you.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, Jackalman's his neck isn't painted.
How does that work? So when they send these parts, do they send them to PBTS and then they send them out?
They said that they were going to.
That's what I had seen in one of the videos.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. I hope mine's all right, but you know, it is what it is.
But all the others look pretty good. So the thing is, I couldn't wait any longer. So I watched the Pixel Dan. Who's that other guy?
Toy Bro.
Toy Bro.
Mhm.
Yeah. Might give him a little bit of a break until he adds some more lighting to his situation.
Whoa. Critique.
That's a little constructive criticism. I know, coming from a guy who sits in the dark all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I mean,
Welcome to a
that's
light bulb.
the kettle calling the pot
Yeah.
anodized. Or
Maybe
whatever.
you need to turn on the lights to see the fucking video.
Yeah, maybe. But nah, man, the shadows are ridiculous. I mean, so. But anyway, yeah, Pixel Dan, dude, he's been doing this a long time, and he has some interesting insight. And the Mumra is a different shade from the original Mumra, so it's like, I
heard the line.
Yeah, it's like more of a blue.
Yeah. So, but anyway, you know what? I'm tired of being picky and choosy about, I wish it was this shade of blue compared to something else. You know what? Fuck it. I'm getting representations of Thundercats. Can't live with a wonky eye, but other than that, if his hair is a different color orange than what it was previously, the hell with it. That's what it is. It's orange.
I mean, if you were new to the line, you wouldn't know any better,
Right.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you pay $50 for a figure. You don't want the wonky eye. Other than that,
Other than that, it's like, here's what we're giving you, and it's all gonna go together. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Gwen Stacy's pretty cool. It doesn't feel like a regular Marvel Legend for some reason. I don't know. Like some stuff feels softer than usual. That's it. And this, when you look at the original Mary Jane head versus the new one, It's like I can't count backwards.
Mhm.
It's pretty incredible the difference.
Mhm.
You know? So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because that was my weekend, and I can't think of other things. I watched The Dark Knight Returns, that animated series, the 2 shows, the 2
Mhm.
episodes.
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff.
What? This is something new that just came out?
No, it's been out
No.
for a long time.
Yeah, it's a little older.
It's a little new for me.
What is it?
It's the Frank Miller Batman story, The Dark Knight Returns, and they
Uh-huh.
animated it. You know that Robin that looks like a little girl that's in it? She's in that.
Okay,
And-
yeah.
Well, she is a little girl, I guess. That looks like a little girl. And the Batman is big and bulky, type of thing.
Yeah, I know which
And you
one.
can, after watching that, you can kind of tell where some of the movies got some of their inspiration from,
Mhm.
storylines and stuff.
It's probably the best one. in my
Is it on
opinion.
Netflix?
Pretty dope. HBO Max.
Oh, okay. Good. I
Yeah,
need
they
some
got-
stuff to watch, man. I write
Yeah.
this stuff down.
They got a
Running
bunch
out of shit.
animated DC stuff on there because of it's affiliated with Warner Brothers.
Mhm. So, Mr. Dominic, you still there? Or what?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing? How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Everything was, had a nice relaxing weekend. We were taking care of my mother-in-law. She was over for the weekend,
Oh, nice.
so she's healing from a knee replacement. So
Wow.
Let me ask you a question, Dom. Right?
what's up?
So it's out of the norm to have like a guest in your house, right? Like let's
Yeah.
say your mother-in-law, right? Do you guys tend to get like a little more frisky when somebody else is there and you know you're not supposed to be doing things?
Yeah, right.
Only you,
No.
Dave.
No, dude, no.
I don't know why with me. It's like I know the
Well,
parents
you
are in
try,
the other room.
you try, but
I'm trying to get
I'm not gonna be successful. No,
Mm.
you try to be
Next
frisky,
time I
but
sleep over at Dave's house, it's like I'm not going downstairs for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was
good to
funny,
know.
Brian? What was funny is when you and me stayed by Chris's that time, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, Brian, you're not staying with us in the basement. And he's like, nope. And then Chris's wife looked at me and like, go ahead, go try to do something. Like, I don't want to go fucking Chris's basement, but I did. So,
It's so crazy.
that was great, man. I mean, 'cause that was me and the wife hadn't gotten away for a bit, since for a while. So that was the first time. Wait a minute.
It gives Crashbox a whole new name, whole new meaning.
What else, Dom? What else is going on?
That's pretty it. That's pretty much it. Just relaxed. I had to catch up on some work on Sunday, so I just stayed in Sunday night doing some work. That's it.
All right. How about you, Mr. Shelf Gravy himself?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Weekend was all right. We went and hung out with my mom on Sunday and did a little grilling.
There you go.
It was nice. We're trying to, trying to spend a little more time with her since all the stuff. Her boyfriend or her boyfriend, she would argue that it was her boyfriend. It was her best friend. He passed away and all that stuff. So it's been a little rough on her. So
That's why they spend a lot of time together. So you're trying to keep her mind occupied and stuff, which is good.
yeah. Got a big box of toys.
Ooh.
Big box.
Big bada box.
Was it from BBTS as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had one
nice.
from BBTS and then one from Chris, one from Tyler.
Ooh.
But the BBTS one was, it was a very large box. There's some items in there that have been sitting for a couple months, and I was getting down to that those last few days to hit that ship button before they just shipped it.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, well, I let this pile up long enough. I'm just gonna fucking send it. And I got one from Mr. Yen as well
Mm,
from the Toyco group.
Andrew, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
What you order?
He sent me the Dark Knight Batman,
Mm.
the Mayfex.
You like it too?
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So like we went over to my mom's. I took that. I took the Mezco the Clown Prince of Crime
Mm-hmm.
and the Thousand Toys Hellboy, and like
Nice.
they look really good together.
So what happens when you and Chan are packing up the car? Chan goes, JD, pick your favorite toys and bring them with you. Right.
No, it was more like I'm walking around with a tote and putting the toys in it. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just taking some toys."
I
Some
do
travel
something-
toys.
I do
She-
something similar
she
at
shake
home,
her head.
JD. Like I'll get something new,
Uh-huh.
and like I know my family wants me not to be up here spending time by myself in the room, so I'll just take something downstairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take it downstairs and open it up nice and while I'm talking to them or whatever.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Dope, man. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Do you do the grilling or your mom does the grilling?
She started, and then I was like, I should probably go out and keep an eye on this. Yeah. So she can
I-
do other stuff. So
I always wondered if we ever had like a rock ROC get together, like if people would be fighting over who's grilling the fucking food or not.
Well, I think so. I've thought about this before, actually, and I think what would be beneficial to everyone is if we had whoever, like we could pick. Say we have, I don't know, 50 people. So 5 of us bring our own grill.
Ooh, that works.
You know what I mean?
And then have a cook off, and then people are like, well,
I don't.
Well,
I
I,
don't
think
think
it just gives multiple
necessarily.
people a turn to cook, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's not up to just one person to do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So somebody could be doing chicken, somebody could be doing burgers, somebody could be doing steaks, somebody could be rolling them wieners. You
I'm
know?
drinking the beer. What the fuck? I ain't gonna get on top of it.
We already got a vote for Brink.
Yeah.
Dustin's in here. He said, I vote Brink.
Brink grills. He knows how to grill.
rolling,
I'm a little
rolling
out of
some,
practice, but
some kielbasa.
He's the sausage man.
Uh-huh.
The links.
See, I'm the opposite of that. I hate grilling. And back before,
Links.
before COVID, at the store, that's a really good way to feed like a lot of associates, right? Because it's less expensive, and associates like it because it's better than like ordering stuff in. But now that we've got a lot of stuff in place, it has to be pre-wrapped and individually, blah blah blah. So you can't do that anymore. But I would always find those couple of associates that were really good at it and liked it, and just help and kind of turn it over to them and just be like, hey, what do we want to do, and get the stuff, and then let them take care of it. So. Because if you don't like to do it, it's really not a fun endeavor.
Spoken
I
like
mean,
a shoe
there's people that-
supervisor.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure we all have these.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys are like this. I don't eat a lot of red meat anymore, but when I did, I don't like my red meat well done, like cooked to the char. You know what I mean? Like some people do like it like that. And I've been to barbecues where they just cook the steak always like that, like well done. And I'm just like, can you take my steak off like maybe 8 minutes before you take off? You know?
Just
But
like
yeah,
throw it on there, turn it, and then take it back off.
yeah, exactly. This was like specifically my ex-wife. Like I remember doing things with her family, and like all the barbecue food used to be like all fucking dried and fucking, no taste. And until like 1 year, I was like, can I do it? Could I grill, please? But then I got a bunch of people like, can you put the steak back on for like 3 minutes? Like, like, meanwhile, shit's like done already. It's almost gray. Like, come the fuck on.
yeah, good that you got out of there, Dave.
Yeah,
Not a good situation.
no.
No.
How about you, Gary?
Dude, it was a pretty uneventful weekend. I worked Saturday and Sunday. If you guys probably not super on your radar up there, but no pun intended. But there's like 5 different tropical storms all converging over each other in the Gulf right now. So we're pretty fortunate. It hasn't. It's a ton of rain. It's like raining like nonstop. I don't know, for like the last week or so. So that's what it did Sunday. It just rained off and on pretty much all day. So I got caught up on some stuff around the house. Kind of get ready for the work week. That was it. It's pretty dull. I did get some toys though over the last couple days, and to what you're describing, Dave, is I've gotten to a habit of, I don't want to give away your technique because you have some good posing skills, but I stole your style of how to try and pose people, right? Figures.
Okay.
But I'll take something out and sit on the couch with Christina when we're like watching something on TV or a movie or Netflix or whatever it is, and then just kind of look at pictures on my phone and then kind of mess around with it till I'm happy with the pose, and then go put it back on the shelf. So it gives me something to kind of mess around with out there versus coming in this room. But it's like a little bit like Noah's Ark. I got 2 of the Super 7 Baxter Stockmans came in the regular version, and then BBTS had that glow in the dark. I guess it was supposed to be for San Diego or convention, edition. So I picked up both of those. It's just kind of looking at the villains for that line. They look kind of fun. And to their credit, I mean, the packaging is awesome. I know we were talking earlier before we came on about the Thundercats paint. Are the Thundercats in those same cool boxes with like the sleeve now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, that's a pretty impressive display for what they look like. I haven't opened either one of them yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But these are all new molds, so I don't know if you're not really comparing it to the Mattel stuff with these. And I got 2 Destros. I got a regular Destro, and I got the what are they calling him? The pimp guy, right?
Pimp Daddy Destro.
The pimp one, yeah. So those both came in.
I'm still waiting for mine.
So, and then I got the I can't remember what he's called. It's the Mandalorian Commando. Is the which one?
Mandalorian.
No, it's I gotta find the box. It's the red one from the Clone Wars that has like the Darth Maul like kind of like horns on the helmet and stuff.
Oh, the horny one.
Oh,
Yeah, what's he called? I don't know what he's
the
called.
horny Mandalorian.
I think it's one of those Walmart ones, but it was one of those spontaneous things on eBay that I was like, since someone had it, and I was like, beats having to search Walmarts and stuff like that, so I ordered that. So it's pretty cool.
Mandalorian. You got the Mandalorian.
I don't know what he is, but he looks good.
Did you already talk about the merman that you bought?
Oh, and then I knew there's one more. So I did a rebuy, right? If you guys have ever, I know I've mentioned many times where I had pretty much years and years of subscription service to the Motu Classics, and just kind of all the discussion and getting into the Origins line and getting caught up with all those. I went back and bought a Classics Merman.
nice.
So it's always one of my favorite characters, which you can make fun of me because similar to Aquaman, right, on the Justice League and the Super Friends, really, and what Merman was capable of doing, and that same character, the Deep, that they make fun of on The Boys on Amazon. It's the telepathic ability with marine life was always a cool superpower to me as a kid. So
I saw a weird ass picture with merman today. And it was merman with like a bunch of little baby mermans in the water.
okay.
Did anybody see that?
Uh-uh.
And I don't remember it from the cartoon. It just looked weird as fuck. You know what I mean? Like seeing all those baby mermans, he'd look exactly like him, except tiny.
It wasn't a meme. It was a.
It was a snippet from the cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Baby Merman.
But Gary, I want to talk to you about that. So I remember someone being at my house, I don't know, maybe about a year ago,
Okay.
and was like, "What are you doing with these things?" And it was specifically that figure
Right.
and a few other ones. And you were like,
Put 'em.
"Get rid of these, sell them, get out. These are outdated, and better stuff is gonna come." But that's not my question. Is like why? It's more so, do you agree with this? Do you still think that they hold up? Because I think they do. I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they were saying how, that they're not painted that great, and I'm like, I kind of disagree because some of them are painted to the nine.
Some of them are really, really nice.
Right.
Yeah. So
Most
so
of
it's
them.
interesting, David. So I mentioned I was getting the subscriptions for years. So I was I had 2 bookcases full of them. That was my gateway to third-party Transformers. the construction is very dated, right? Because they are not very articulated. You can't do a lot of poses with them. As far as especially with the lower body to do much to get there. So it did remind me of that it is a dated figure, but it does look really good. The shading on the armor, the shading on the in the muscles. It's and everything. It was a sealed one, so I mean it's that one came out in 2009, so that's 10 years old plus now. I'm looking at it up on the shelf right now. But yeah, I think a lot of them hold up, especially like the first couple of years of characters that they did. Kind of the 08, the first 4, the 9s, and the 10. And then as that line progressed, right, and they started to get into some more of the Filmation look and some of the other things, I think a lot of things started to change. But, now it did remind me, like, some of those characters that go for $250, right, sealed now. I would never pay that for one of them, because once you open it, it's like you realize that was a $25 toy 10 years ago. So to buy it for $50 or $60 now, right? If it's sealed, I could get that, right? But you realize that you're definitely that late tax is you got to really be hardcore into it, I think, to spend quite that much money for it.
So I bought some because I had sold some stuff on eBay recently.
You guys are talking about classic.
Yes.
Yeah, Motu Classics, yeah.
I thought you were talking about that nickel and dime stuff that you see in the retail shops now.
Origins.
Oh no. But so I made a buy myself, Gary, and I bought a opened trap jaw.
Okay.
I always wanted it. So now I always
His face is creepy, right? His open his look in his mouth with his tongue and stuff. It's
It
really
is my favorite.
Yeah, he's really
awesome.
cool.
By far
Right.
my favorite.
So there was a bid. There was a guy who was selling 3 of them. So all the pictures look similar, but not exactly the same. It's positioned different. I bid on all 3. I lost the 2 bids. I won the 3rd bid, right? So now I'm like, all right, fuck it. I finally got this dude. I bought him used. I wanted to save $30. I could have bought him sealed for like another $30, $40. But I'm like, I don't need to. If I buy him sealed, I'll probably never open it. You know what I mean? So I ordered this thing, and being a collector, like we are, I should have done a little more homework on the picture. So I get this thing. I'm excited to get it, and he has 2 right hands. So he has a right hand on the hand that's supposed to be there, and then the other hand where he's not. No, he has a right hand on the one that you could pop off because you're going to put him with a gun or a hook or something. You're not going to have him with 2 armed, And the other one in the picture, the guy had the hand like reversed, so you couldn't really see that it was the wrong hand. So I sent a message. I'm like, yo, like this guy, he has 2 right hands. I don't feel it's worth the amount I bought it for. And on top of it, he had like scuffs on the knees. He had a little paint rub, on the back on the whatever. And I'm like, that stuff I'll deal with because I can fix, but I can't fix a right hand. Like I'm already looking on eBay to see if somebody has it loose, to not be a dick. But the guy wanted to come back at me shitty, and it's like, oh well, if you notice the scuff marks and everything, and you're obviously a collector, you couldn't tell from the pic. And I'm like, no, I couldn't tell from the pic. And as a seller and another collector, you couldn't be honest and say you had 2 fucking
that's
right
shitty.
hands. Yeah. So I sent for a refund, which I have to send the figure back and then I'll get the refund. But I wound up getting another one
That's
yesterday.
Cool. Did you buy it open or just buy a sealed one?
Open, and I got it for cheaper than I bought the first one.
Yeah.
So I was like, good.
That's just crappy karma. You know what I mean? To pull that stuff. I mean, there's, yeah. I don't know. That's sad. That's sad to try and. I mean, I don't know.
Try and pull one over on somebody.
Yeah, for what? To make another. I mean, if you just noted, hey, it has 2 right hands, someone else would have bought it for what, Dave? You probably figured $25 less, maybe, right?
Yeah, well, that's just it too. He wrote that he sold the 3 of them, and he said I took them all out of a tote, and I didn't specifically check them all. I just made sure all the pieces were there. And I was just like, all right, so you sold 3 in a matter of 10 minutes, and I managed to get the one with the with the fucked up hand. He obviously knew which one it was.
Yeah.
So whatever.
But it's interesting. I mean, just to kind of come back all the way around. So you're right, Brian. The origins. I mean, they're $15 fun little figures, right? They're definitely toys. They're they're fine. They're entertaining, and I'll be curious to see what the Netflix line ends up looking like, kind of as that hybrid between the classics and the 2000X series, and once you see what the animation looks like. So
I was talking to one EE Prime 20 this weekend, and he said that
EE
line.
Prime 20.
He said that line is not just the new series. It's like gonna be like
Like
they're
an
go- they're
All-Star?
gonna- Right. It's gonna be like
yeah, they can integrate. Yeah,
all different lines.
so like Marvel does, right? When they have like a Legends has like a wave, right? And they might have some comic stuff and some movie stuff all wrapped into the same grouping.
Oh, if they do that, that'd be cool as shit.
Well, there's not only there's wow.
Go ahead.
There won't just be one animated series. There's two different ones coming out.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So there's like the Kevin Smith stuff that picks up after the line, and then I heard something about there was another series that's just going to be like a standalone cartoon series.
Oh, I thought one of those got canceled.
Oh, I don't know.
Well.
It might have. You're probably right. But I thought there were.
Yeah, I
thought
knew there was
two
two,
of
and
them.
I thought one of them was going to get canceled.
Well, I don't know if any of you guys watched the She-Ra, the new one, but
Oh, the
I watched some of it. Yeah.
before I watched the last season, the way the season before that one wrapped up, I was like, they might be able to branch off into like a different universe or reality or something. I was like, I think they might introduce He-Man here, but they didn't.
And change the animation at the same time. Oh, different universe, new animation. Here we go.
new show.
New show. Well, speaking about new and old, okay.
New and old.
Me and the guys came up with a little topic that we think might be a little fun. I might need some help from Mr. Brian Brink right now. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to screen share.
I believe in you, Dave.
I don't know if I could do this.
We're all rooting
Let's-
for you.
Can you
Our-
see what's on
Dave.
my screen?
We're gonna. Nope.
Can you see?
Let's see
Nope.
what's on Dave's computer
You can't?
tonight.
No.
Yay!
Okay.
Dive
can't
deep,
see what's on
guys.
my
Let's
screen.
dive deep into Dave's computer.
Whoa, Dave.
What?
We don't need porn. We don't.
Yeah.
That's a big
All right.
veiny dick.
No, but really, you can't see shit that I'm putting up right now?
Chicks
Uh-uh.
with dicks.
No,
Dude,
actually, it's
come
really
on.
nothing.
Shit.
You have to click the share screen button. It just
I
won't show
did.
what's in front of you.
I did.
Oh,
How
there's
do I
Dave's
get
My
back?
Little Pony collection.
And
Can't
his
hide
butt.
that.
In its butt.
No?
Nothing.
Motherfucker.
Listen, it's just the button. Press the button.
Oh, there it isn't.
Nope.
Come on. Come on, you guys can keep
failed.
it up until I can't do this. Hold on a second.
So walk us through it, Dave. You click the share screen, and then something pops up, and then what do you got?
Share entire screen, right?
Right.
And then share audio. I clicked it on the bottom, and it's not giving me the option to press share. So I'm gonna cancel it, and I'm gonna try again. So share screen, share audio, not giving me the option.
Okay. Well. So the share button is blue, and you're not when it's not there.
Nope.
Okay. So share
Not there.
screen, share audio, and then in the bottom.
Just says cancel. It doesn't give me the option to share it.
Wow. All right. How about this? You have a tab open, right? For what you want to share, correct? So, at the top of the window, where it says share your entire screen, you have
Yeah.
application window, Chrome
Yeah.
tab, right?
Yeah.
Click on Chrome tab,
Yep.
and you should be able to see what you want to share in there.
Ah, you see?
My eyes.
All right, you ready?
Make sure you click share.
Can you
There
see
Oh
this?
my god.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
ROC podcast from Collector's Channel tonight. We are live on our very
So, guys, everybody that's listening or watching, this is ETR episode 8. As far as I know, this is the first time that they were on their own channel. What we're doing here on Breaking the Mold is we're going to listen to their hauls. And, you know, we've all heard the concept,
Right.
third party in 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is third party in 5 years because this video is from August 3rd, 2015. And we're a little over 5 years later. We're going to talk about whatever hauls these gentlemen came up with. So let's listen for a few minutes and then we're going to beat the shit out of the third party Transformers they got.
own channel. Our hand was forced, but forced in a good direction. We have a 6-person panel tonight. Going from my left to right, I've got Mr. Daniel.
Doesn't this bring back memories though, guys?
Oh,
We've got
wow, damn, you
Jiff
have hair.
in the house.
Wow.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me.
Got J. Ruse in the house.
Jay Rue.
Yeah, at J Ruse, Ace Milo, in case you didn't recognize me today without my
Shut
hat
up!
and my glasses on.
Shut up!
I'm just saying.
Shut up!
Hi, how you doing, Ace Milo?
We got
We've met many times before, Ace.
Shut
How
up!
you doing?
we've got Mark here with us.
Up.
And we've got, as always, we've got Eddie Dust Mics.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. What do you guys think of the new digs? Fresh coat of paint,
Yeah, marble countertops.
the
I
marble
love what you've done with
granite. You know, we know it really would have went out if we had some like,
it. Need more girls.
I need a.
Hookers are blow.
Are we?
I'm gonna bless it by the end of tonight.
Are we
Alright.
getting a bidet?
Man, I missed
wanna-
this show.
So Chris has no mustache. Dan has actual hair on his head. And Jiska's beard is only one color. This is how you know that this is 5 years ago, guys.
a bidet. And my name's Chris, everybody, if you didn't catch that. You can find me at Pinkerton on Instagram. So, real
Hey, Dave, do me a
fast,
favor.
let's go into some,
that thing a
some
thumbs
what
up
did
while
you
you're in
get?
What was that?
Can you thumbs up the video while you're here? Give him a like. Thanks.
This week? Daniel, what'd you get this week? Anything awesome? Anything cool?
I got a bunch of trades. I got the new Deathstroke one day, and I picked up skids for my Lost Light crew. So quite a big comic haul, and with one toy coming in, so it's good.
Jisk, what'd you get?
I got a couple of little things. I got the new ratchets for Warmatron, those aftermarket ones. I don't know if you guys
wow.
put them in yet.
Wow.
Those the foot tilts.
Yeah, for the feet.
Mhm.
And then
ankles.
oh, what's up?
You didn't get an extra set
the-
with the.
You know, I did. I had ordered these.
solid black instead of clear.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
No, these
yeah.
are the Dr. Killinger ones.
Ah, I did not know that. What type of third-party fan I am if I didn't know that that add-on.
It's fourth party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, this Hasbro is really bringing me in.
He called the
Yeah.
dust mites
I'm
Ed.
straying ways.
They were $13 shipped, so it wasn't bad. And they got some kind of coating on it. It feels like felt, but I think it's just the paint on it or something like that. But
It's flocked.
I haven't put them in. We'll see what's up. And then I got some repro labels for DX Ham Horn for my blaster, my MP blaster, just because I don't like the KFC one.
Wham one.
And that was it. Yeah.
Wham horn.
Bad
Yeah,
chicken.
little.
Bad.
and that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
J. Ruse, what'd you get, man?
I got a couple things this week, fresh off of a toy convention. But before that, I got a box from BBTS. First thing in the box is Figma Asuna from Sword Art Online. This is a pretty cool little figure.
Dope.
I got a replacement.
For everybody listening who don't know who Jay Ruse is, because you might be new, he was the actual first lady of the ROC before Anna.
Cogwheel and Trash Talk because I lost a hand for Trash Talk. In case you guys didn't know, that fucking hand is on the tiniest little ball joint and will fall off.
Yeah.
You
And
can return that one. Say it didn't come with a hand, then you get a new hand.
now you
That's a
just
good
put it on
idea.
the internet,
Wow.
asshole. I put it on the internet. Thanks.
I mean, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that.
Fuck.
Why would you want to rip somebody off?
I also
The big
I
chain
also got
stores.
another Devastator because
Oh.
I only ordered a second one.
Oh,
And that was for sale if anybody is interested. 130, 130,
He's still trying to
140,
sell
you know,
that.
That's great.
140 ships. That sounds good, right?
Help him pay for TFCon.
Wait,
Donate.
At the show, I finally picked up my looking for badass
Awesome,
figure.
right, isn't it?
Yep, that's the
Alan
new one.
figure.
He's pretty sick. I also got an older figure, the Classics Deathstroke. Got a really good
That's a
deal
good
on
one,
him.
too.
He's missing a gun, but I only paid $10 for him, so it's not a big deal. My friend wanted a whole bunch of Littlest Pet Shop stuff, so I
For
embarrassing.
his friend, for his daughter.
I ashamedly bought them for him, trying to hide from the guys while I was doing it, but then I got caught on camera. And as a gift, he got me he gave me the Captain Ace G.I. Joe figure to pilot my G.I. Joe Sky Striker Jetfire toy.
Oh yeah.
So,
Dude, he eventually
looking
sold
for that
that. I
last
almost
show,
bought that
right?
for him.
yeah, nobody had him because he comes inside of a Sky Striker package, and nobody wanted to split it, so he gave it to me for free.
Wow, wow, that's great.
So that's my haul.
all right. Mark, you got a Baldwin drop for us, don't you?
I got a huge bowling drop. You want me to go last? You want me to go now?
Wow, they were having Baldwin
we'll let
drops
you go
back then.
last. Ed, what'd you get?
Skip.
Jeez.
That's fine. No, I'm gonna be a while.
Try week this week. I really didn't get much. Kind of banking up for the weekend, you know, the trip, and then we had NJCC on Sunday, and
You got lunch in NJCC.
yeah, I did. You know, and just was talking about picking up a G1 Ram horn, and I did find these
chicken?
guys.
Bad
Yeah,
chicken.
I've got some bad chicken
Bad
yesterday.
chicken.
I got the you know,
Oh boy.
Transistor needed a couple of minions, and I know this is hard, but I did it. I bought them.
Oh.
I got a really good price on them, so
Not
I.
bad.
Yeah,
I
you
need
know
that.
what?
I need that ram horn. That's the one I need.
Yeah, you
I
need
have
that?
one of the other
I'm sure
colors
you
of
need
a
that.
steel jaw, but I need the ram horn.
How were those
Oh my
fucking
God.
guns? Were you
Chris
able to
is like,
pull,
I need a ram horn.
Yeah, there was no
Oh,
problem.
mine was pain. I used a screwdriver to pop mine out.
Chris wants
Yeah,
to
yeah,
buy
I used the mini driver, but you know, other than that,
Chris, you sell all your transformers.
yeah, I mean,
Done.
yeah. Let me just leave it at that. They're cool. I mean, he needed them. I wanted them
Damn, looks
for
high as fuck.
take pics to have them on the shelf until something else comes by. The price was right. It wasn't like I paid full retail. So that's it. That's pretty much my big, fantastic, beaming haul to win.
That's what she said.
Bad chicken.
Well, I got two small things. I picked up a G1 Sharkticon from Pimpin' Toys online. Shout out to Pimpin' Toys. I'm sure all of us have dealt with him in one way or another over the years.
Yep.
But by the way, I collect just the only G1 thing I collect, and yes, it's technically a Decepticon, but I'm always looking for G1 Sharkticons. I don't care if they have arms or heads inside or anything. I like them beat. So if anybody's got any they want to send me, hit me up. I'll shoot you my address and we can do.
Decepticons. You talk too much shit.
Well, you know,
My God.
listen. Let's be
We'll
honest.
go into that later.
Let's be honest. They're only technically Decepticons because they had to put them on a side. They're not really any cons.
Yeah, technically they're on the Quintesson side.
That's
There
right.
still
They're
has a
Guy
G1
robot.
Sharkticon collection.
Right.
No, they're not.
They're not, but you're
Do you
right.
guys
you're
remember
right.
back
But they
in the
have
day
those
he only
all-wall
collected
grills,
Autobots?
and you know I dig them.
Uh-huh.
The only other thing I picked.
I didn't know that about Chris. I just remember him always talking about the movie cast. You know, when I kind of came into the realm, but I didn't know about the Autobots thing. That's funny.
Yeah, he only did Autobots. But it's funny just to hear him talk about Transformers.
Yeah, with like kind of excitement.
I know
I
he's
was gonna
smiling
say,
the
like,
who time.
Yeah.
Dude, he doesn't smile that much when he talks about Mezco these days. You know what I
This
mean?
is where you fucked up, bro. You gotta come back.
Right, dude.
I think we've been in this game too long. There's actually you can notice.
Look his happiness in that kid.
Yeah.
That kid's smile right now.
Yeah.
I think we only got like another like minute and a half left, and
But
then
you can tell like how subtle. I mean, Dave, I know we're playing this for a
Definitely
certain
got it.
reason, but I mean, these are our friends from 5 years ago, and you can, it was really, really exciting back then. Not that it's not exciting now, but we just been
Side or
doing it
anything.
for so long,
right.
It's pretty crazy.
What's crazier though is like just to like think about. They were thinking about their future and their collecting, right? When they were buying this stuff. And if they were to rewatch it now, they'd probably be like, "This is all trash, like all of it."
I don't need that ram horn.
I got the Hello Kitty Q transformer from Dan Plastic Crack 36. Shout out to DPC 36.
I got one of those things.
He hooked me up.
That's how small these stupid things are.
They're tiny. I had no idea it was that small. I mean, it ended up being like $20 shipped. But you know, if she wanted it, she likes Hello Kitty stuff. So
You
that's
got
where
it
I'm at.
attached to your keychain right now, don't you?
That's right. Don't lie. I won't lie. I'll jiggle it around. All right, Mark. We've got another about an hour and 20 minutes for you. So go ahead.
I'll just take the hour.
Okay.
Okay. So before I left, the first package that came was BBTS. Transformers wise, I got these guys because Jay Ruse told me to buy them.
Oh wow, Legend
mini-
scale,
Legend.
2015.
The only thing I don't like is Cyclonus' legs. 'Cause he has no twists and he only has hinge knees.
He's like 3 inches tall. Can't
I know.
expect the world.
Galvatron has
So
both
are you.
jointed knees.
The fuck are you talking about?
I'm not gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, dude. Transformers wise in that, I don't think I got anything else. I got like the entire Firefly, the Funko ones, the 6-inch figures. I got all the Batman animated series that came out in the past 6 months, like Man-Bat, Joker, Robin, whatever came out in the last 6 months.
I didn't know he collected
Figure arts, Yoshi, figure arts, Luigi. I think that was more or less it. Then TF Source came, and I got this big Mamma Jamma.
Sexy.
I got my Coppola. I got
Meh.
my replacement hands for Star Saber. I got Siegfried and Roy.
All right, that's all we got. But, geez, did you see all that stuff?
So
What do you guys want to talk about first? I gotta bring up. So I remember watching these videos, and J. Rue's always talking about that fucking Combiner Wars Devastator, which, all in all, not a bad toy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not a bad toy. It still looks good too, but I remember him holding on to that when all of us were getting our constructors too.
If
and
if
still
you're
trying to
if you're
compare it.
8, it's not a bad figure.
Yeah.
Dude, for the longest time, I wanted to make a meme of all those Constructicons in a used cat litter box because they were basically like a piece of shit. and they were gonna. I had aspirations of like having Scrapper like put the turd inside long hauls like when he was in truck mode type of thing. I don't know.
It's on pooper scooper duty.
Yeah, but I'm not good at making memes, so I lost interest. So
I guess that was the week when they got released. I guess.
So out of all that stuff we heard, though, is any of that stuff still holding up?
Warbitron?
No, it's not.
No.
So,
I know.
Dom, do you remember being at Mike's house and us seeing the Warbitron, the combiners there, and we were all like, "It's not even worth taking apart."
That's what you do.
We left it whole, and we were like, "We'll put it in a box whole." And that's
Yep.
it. You know. Oh man, I would think the only thing would probably be that Coppola that he pulled out at the end, because they haven't nobody's redone those yet.
Nope.
So like I still have a lot of that stuff too in my collection.
Yeah.
You know, the unique toys, Abominus. I do still have a Devastator that I'm trying to sell. And I have one that's open in my Chug collection. God damn. Yeah, that's
and it's funny, like those Warbitron, like you needed those ankle upgrades or whatever.
Yep.
You know, you still to this day you still get stuff like that. Like you gotta, there's replacement parts to chip out, I think, for things, and they're rushing stuff to get stuff out the door, and they just think stuff's gonna work a certain way. But so I thought that was pretty interesting. And also something too, the impulse purchases. So it looks like they just came off an NJCC, right?
Uh-huh.
And so Dust pulls out 2 KFC tapes. You know, it's stuff that while you wouldn't necessarily put it in your cart on purpose unless you want to get free shipping on something, right? But it's like, you know, it's one of those things where you just you're walking around a toy show and be like, well, there they are. They're Autobots I need for my collection, and you get them, you know, type of stuff. So I think that'll never change. Trying to think, what did Dan say that he got? I can't remember. You remember?
He bought he got some he did get a third party figure. I forgot which one it was. Did he say Skids?
Skid. Yep.
Yeah.
But
I think that was
But-
IDW Skids from.
yeah, okay.
I think he was trying to complete his IDW.
So I mean, that whole Blast from the Past thing, right? It was cool to watch, right? We all all that stuff's outdated. Most of these dudes don't even collect Transformers anymore. Well,
Or
at least
in
Chris
the
can,
group.
or they're not in the group no more. Or they sold all their toys, or whatever, right? Or they grew a mustache and changed their whole meaning of life. But I gotta ask you guys this now. Instead of us going in the past, let's pretend we're gonna watch this video 5 years from now in 2025, and what do you think your collection is gonna be like then?
Broken Super 7 action figures.
All right, how about this? What do you think's gonna hold up and what's not gonna hold up?
Definitely Mythic Legions is going to be falling all over my floor.
They already are falling on the floor. They don't hold up now.
Bro, even in the groups, bro. Like somebody posted something last night. They were like, their son was up at like 3 a.m. with a flashlight.
That was Walter.
Walter, right? And he was like, confirmed Goblin intruder. Or Goblin fell off the shelf at 3 a.m. You know how many? So
There's
the other
a picture of him with a flashlight looking at his details.
Yeah. So the other day, I actually piled up like the ones that I haven't opened, like my mythics, and I piled them up like against the wall. And I was gonna take a picture and send it out, but I didn't want to be a douche, but I'll be a douche on live air. Why not, right? And I was gonna say, if you don't have a stockpile of mythics as tall as you, we can't be friends. Right? Joke. Bro, not even like 3 seconds later, like I'm on the floor picking something else, the whole fucking pile fell on top of me.
Oh, even in the package, they don't stand up.
Yes, even in the package.
Oh my
I was
god!
like, that's what I get for being a dick. But you know.
I used to have them stacked up on a staircase, and one time, like I brushed one, and there was just an avalanche
game over.
of them all the way down the stairs.
Domino effect, bro. Like
I have them like laying flat on a shelving unit, all the extra ones.
Oh, like on their back?
Yeah. So that I don't have to worry about them falling over.
So JD, I had that. I had it like that for a little bit. Like some were standing, some were just laid out, and just watching ETR last night, and being in the room, I've been putting them, posing them all again.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, like honestly, like it just takes one. It just takes one, and then the rest of them want to jump into. They're like lemurs, these things. They see one jump off, and the next morning you got 4. By Saturday morning, there's 8 of them on the floor. It's like, what the fuck are these doing? Like, I really think they're fighting at night. I don't know.
I think
Get off my shelf.
No, I just think that they can't live with themselves not being able to stand up to begin with. So they just like, I'm just gonna end this and just take a shelf dive, trying to commit suicide.
I have this sharp pain in my back shoulder. Do you see a hole there?
So all right. So Lemmings. My bad, Frankie. Frankie is the new fact checker.
Oh God.
Frankie's the Frank checker.
Where's Chuck been? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
So fucking Frankie always gotta correct me. And I'm looking around, and I know these Transformers aren't gonna hold up because we just saw in 5 years. No, I mean some of them might, but I don't think they're gonna hold up.
So you mean like they won't be respectful enough anymore to be in the collection type of thing, or
I
physically they're not going to hold
I
up.
just think that as like aesthetically they're getting better. They'll
Mhm.
get better, and these have just become a thing of the past. Most of it, and it just be dust collectors at some point. Not all of it. Not all of it. Some of it.
There's like maybe they could be vintage masterpiece, and actually like people would be excited for them.
G1
Oh my god,
masterpiece.
got one of those original masterpieces.
Is that
Fucking awesome.
Is this a third run or?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
is that Hercules?
Now, is that the China release or the one that was made in Taiwan? Because I'm looking for the Taiwan one.
I want the first. I want the first run. I want the first run, Hercules. The individual boxes.
It has to be QC44.
Yeah.
It's not QC44.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you don't have the QC sticker?
Oh no, the QC sticker. Oh wait, no,
Wow.
I want the beachcomber that has the bio for Swoop on the back. Do you have that one with the misprinted box? Because I need that one.
Oh, the Sheridan. It had Sheridan's bio
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that's what it was, Sheridan.
The Warpath, yeah.
I think these Legends ones are definitely gonna be. I don't know. I don't feel them holding up in 5 years. I really feel like there's gonna be better ones. I feel. I don't know, because they're already into the 2.0 releases for some of these characters now. These companies have circled back around. It's like, all right, let's do them all again.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
The Legends? Like the.
Yeah, I think New Age just teased another
Ultra Magnus, right?
Another Ultra Magnus. Yeah.
Oh.
That looks
Well,
good.
that's
too.
their fault. Not doing it right for the first time.
Yeah. I have a feeling that these Thundercats are gonna hold up, just like the classics He-Man. I have a feeling because
it's the same mold from
I'm gonna-
2012.
Because who's gonna remake Thundercats again in 5 years? In 5 years, no one's gonna care about Thundercats at all.
Exactly.
Well-
Nobody.
I'll take you on that bet. I'm going to put my Mattel ones against the Super 7
Okay.
to see which ones will hold it better.
All right.
So in 5 years, we'll see who's still standing.
Gotcha.
I don't know. If anybody wants a Warbatron, hit me up because I don't want it in my collection in 5 years. How about that?
Yes.
So, what do you guys think about the stuff that's really getting chased down right now? Like, say, NECA Turtles or
Oh, yeah.
Classified G.I. Joe?
Yeah, they're going to be in pieces for certain people. They're going to be broken. I don't think they're going to hold up so well, especially if they get moved around a lot. I think Dave's frozen. He's like stuck in a very happy phase.
It's froze. Can we zoom
Yeah.
in on them?
Dave's so happy.
Oh, so happy.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, these GI Joes are pretty good, but I have a feeling if the line stays strong, we're gonna see some re-releases that are, maybe more of the vintage look and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
They're going to do
people
the
might
card
be
back.
more
They're going to do the old retro
Yeah.
card back.
I hope so.
well, even like their decos and outfits and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll change. I'm sure they'll change that up when they do the a throwback. And maybe change, give it all new molds depending how successful it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe
So
just
I-
do a retro coloring on the new, on an old their current molds. I don't know.
So in 5 years, I hope that there's like hundreds of them and they're readily available as far as like different characters, a wide array, and some vehicles. Get on that, HasLab.
Yep.
Let's do this shit.
Well, so what do you guys think about like Marvel Legends? Because Marvel Legends has kind of gone through this, right? You had the Toy Biz line, And then you
Yeah.
have the modern Hasbro line, and of course Hasbro's gotten better over the years as well.
Well, and even Hasbro has released re-released, remade and remolded, retooled certain characters, you know. So they're in some of those characters are in their third or eighth fucking time over.
Yeah, Spider-Man,
Yeah.
definitely.
Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America. Like, how many of those main characters do we? Iron Man's. It's like a fucking ton of them.
Yeah, I would see. If they don't lose the license, I would just see that they're just innovating little small parts here and there, like they are right now with the elbows and stuff like that, knee joints, and just making what we've seen in other lines that you would spend a lot of money for. Now get it in at a $20 toy for economies to scale, I guess. So
5 years, huh?
they'd probably be walking by their own in 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be walking the earth in a scorching mud pile, walking over the corpses of their enemies, you know? Us.
Yeah.
Bastard wouldn't release me from my plastic prison. I'm free. I've defeated my oppressor.
Be interesting to see where DC goes. If this McFarlane line is successful enough to where he gets a renewal in his license, or whether somebody else takes it on and does a better job, or finally does a true 6-inch action figure series for DC. But you never know. That would be interesting to see what happens in 5 years with that.
Maybe they'll make a good movie in that time.
Well, everybody loves this new Batman movie. Come on, that trailer was awesome.
We'll see.
Batman is great. I love.
I mean, Joker was a good one. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that that showed them the direction that they need to go in.
Well, we know whatever they're going to all do this multiverse thing now. So,
well, start it over.
Yeah. Well, you reuse what you had, and just it's a part of another multiverse. Blah blah blah.
This kind of reminds me of something I brought up in the chat a few weeks ago. Is if you had your pick, who would your a Batman, an end all be all Batman, if somebody could play him for a 10-year span, like they did with the Marvel universe, who would you pick? But we can save that for another time.
Yeah, that's not a
tough question.
Everybody ignores it, and then I bring it up here, and that's great.
Oh, that sounds like a cool idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Have you brought that question up before, JD?
It's in chat from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the time of day.
Scroll back.
Yeah, I mean, if you responded to us at 4 a.m., JD, we didn't see it.
It wasn't at 4 a.m. It was in the middle of the day.
I'm just fucking with JD. Chill.
I know. It was after one of your meltdowns.
Whoa.
Touche, motherfucker. I like it. You know what I thought was cool? We just played a brief, 8 minutes. 6 minutes of episode 8 of Enter the Realm, right? What about Breaking the Mold, episode 8? Wonder what we were talking about then.
God.
Wow.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
No.
Were we doing hauls?
Yeah.
I think we were.
Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
It does.
Wow. I'm in the fucking green room.
Dave, click the button.
Keep that bloodline pure.
Which one? you're not that. Kick Brian. Which one? What do you want me to press?
Dave, bottom right on your screen.
Bottom right.
Yeah, right there.
This?
That square. Yes,
down
that.
south.
There you go.
Oh no, JD's in Pennsylvania, man.
Uh huh.
He's in that Pennsylvania part.
Oh God, I gotta listen to
He's a
myself.
little bit past them Amish, man. Them Amish don't fuck around.
No, they don't.
Amish life, shout out to Amish life.
No electricity and wagons and.
But they have vape pens.
Yeah, they got vape pens and
Go
big
figure.
trucks to carry all them bricks in.
That's essential.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 10 of Breaking the Mold, the newest podcast coming at you here each and every single week from the
Not
realm
anymore, motherfucker.
of Collectors YouTube channel. If you prefer an audio version of this podcast, we got you covered.
Where is this guy, man? I saw him last night.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is this guy? Come on.
I gotta give you shit. What the fuck? You can do Mondays, not Tuesdays.
Or your favorite podcast push platform. Please remember to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, just like Rogue War 71. And we got a new 5-star review, guys, from N Sabah Noor. So shout out to that. We thank you for that. If you're watching us on YouTube, my boy Extras.
Oh no,
Got you one beat on.
What's up?
Got you one beat on that one, buddy.
But can't get sick of you guys for some reason. But oh
can't
no,
get
no
sick.
toy
Look
room.
at
Look
you.
how depressed he was.
Right?
Yeah.
You think that
Yeah.
might happen, but it doesn't.
Yep, doesn't happen. Gary looks just like Chuck Norris.
All right. Next up, the analyzer, Brian Brink.
Yo, what's up, people? How you guys doing?
Brian's in the
Enjoy
other
this.
side of the room.
Dude, the lights on that room.
Yeah, it's fucking cold again.
Yeah.
Impending doom is on his way. The mighty Quinn is coming to the.
Say it's really hot. It's really hot. Thanks for shopping with me.
You know, you all you guys never sent me my 5%.
Yeah.
Tied up. Tied up.
Yeah. It's in transit.
Hey, Dave,
Right here.
So has the mayor reached out to Nadia lately? I'm just wondering.
Oh no, that's a spring thing.
Oh, fair enough. All right, let's check it.
All right. Next up, Big Dom.
What's going on, guys? Good to be Holy here.
Shit. Hi, Dom.
Oh, well.
I miss you, Dom.
I miss you too.
All right.
I
G-Money.
still
How are
miss
ya?
you, Dom.
Yeah, I'm doing really good, man. How's everybody today?
Wonderful.
Spectacular.
So I
Excellent.
guess we
Any more
go
adjectives?
around and then we go around again. Is that how it goes?
That's
Fantastic.
a big word for you guys. Adjective.
Oh no, what I do? I broke today.
Don't change the show that fast.
I know. Sorry.
Easy. All right. Everybody's favorite pigment surgeon, JD. How are you?
Hi. Hi out there in
Hi,
Feedback Land.
JD. Hi.
Hello. Hello.
All right, and our very special guest making his first appearance on Breaking the Mold. We got the Rock Father himself, Dust Mites.
Yo. About time you motherfuckers invited me. What's up, everybody? Congratulations, guys. We're a double.
I don't know if you guys want to watch any more of that. I
Yeah,
just
so-
think it's just cool to see. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was fucking 3.5 years ago. Like, wow.
That's crazy.
Right?
So is that that's the soul of Chugokin Voltron behind him, isn't it?
That's the Matty, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
not Matty Collector, the Playmates.
Playmates.
That
one,
was
yeah.
the Playmates one, I think, right?
That wasn't 5 years ago. When was that?
Yeah,
Yo,
hold on. I'll
we
come
look
up with
better
that.
now than we did 5 years ago. I don't know about that, right?
That was 3 years ago.
That was 3 years ago. But
Yeah.
I mean, we look better now, right? I think.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there's anything on that shelf over there that's still in the same spot from when I was from that show, but that is not the case. I think I was just getting my shelves up at the time, and I was really excited to do so. Now, not so much.
As the light gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer.
So is Gary back or not?
No, he's
No.
trying to figure out his
Oh, all right.
his thermostat.
So hot and humid.
Do you want to work? You want to live back in New York, honey? No.
All right. So let's get back to the question though. What do you guys think what do you think your collections are going to be like in a few years from now?
Well,
Do you-
I'm hoping mine's a little slimmer.
How do you plan on doing that though, Jay?
I mean,
if you've consumed so much in the past X amount of years, and you're not essentially slowing down,
no,
you're gonna have more than less. So what's your plan?
Yeah.
I want to
Your
know.
appetite's gonna get bigger.
well, I would imagine that some lines or some time periods of these lines will have to disappear some way.
Mhm.
Take them out in the backyard and burn them, or I don't know, sell them.
Barbecue.
Yeah. Ew. Plastic burgers, melted plastic burgers. Oof. I got a Han Solo burger. I don't know. I'm hoping by then I can really refine it, and it's very hard because I have some collecting ADD, and I end up liking everything. You know, I see a little snippet of this or that from a game or a movie or a TV show or a cartoon. I'm like, oh, I want a toy of that. He'd look good with standing next to Hellboy, or something stupid, some harebrained idea, and then I gotta hunt something down, or something new comes out. I gotta have it.
Yep. So in 5 years, when Fans Toys drops that Blitzwing, my Transformers collection will be complete.
In 5 years, when I get it now.
No, yeah, but no. I'm complete. I think I am definitely gonna be slimmed down quite a bit. I've been thinking a lot about like all these lines that I've gotten into, and to be, I still come back to the robots every once in a while, and I really want to create a nice display for those guys, and they're for that whole season 1, season 2. They do take up some room, and I think I'm gonna give them that room that they need. To be honest, and I really think I'm going to trim down the Star Wars 112 section. There's no section here, but there's a lot of them. Like they just keep coming, and you just keep getting them, and I just it's like a nervous tick,
Yeah.
It's like just keep pre-ordering.
Don't want to miss it.
And it's like, oh, they're making Ewoks now. I got to get all the Ewoks, because then when all the Ewoks come out, I'll be able to put them on a shelf and look at them all together. And then it's like, did it? All right. And then you're gonna be like, did it? It's like, with Chris collecting Autobots only back in the past, I never really cared about collecting bad guys from Star Wars, and here I am with a trooper of every flavor, kind of thing. I really don't. I don't know. But then sometimes the Toy Galaxy guy, right? So you've seen his videos, and he's just got those bracket shelves behind him, and there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
He just has everything. And you know what? What's happened here in the last year and a half is kind of like what happens behind him. And I kind of dig it. If I could see it. Oh, I have my stuff all stacked up here, but but it's like, I think here at one point, like this winter, when I finally get to take some vacation, I have what I need to display complete collections, which is what I've always wanted to do. I want to do it. I want to take a couple pictures of it, and then I think I just want to start just mashing everything together up on these shelves, and mash, and that's that.
That toy store vibe going.
So kind of make it look like an NJCC.
Yep.
Just stuff all over the place in different spots, and you just stand and you look around every once in a while. It'd be nice. Maybe I invite you guys over, and you guys can just move stuff around. And then when I come in here, I'm like, "Hey, where'd that thing go? Where is it now?"
They got Find Waldo situation.
The few times Chris was here, he used to always post something before he left, and he took my Snoke and he did like this kind of like pose, like like on the throne like this with his legs crossed. I haven't moved him since. So that's a good idea, Brian. Everybody makes it. It's true though, right? If I got shit to sell now.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Well, I mean, Dom, do you want to answer that question or not? Really?
Yeah. No, I'll answer it. It's like I hope I hope everything, you know. I
hope the cardboard is different in 5 years.
I hope I'm gonna change them to Home Depot boxes to Lowe's boxes.
I hope to own the storage facility.
I'm gonna fill the whole storage facility with my shit. And by 5 years, I'm gonna have a house built out of my Home Depot boxes. I'm gonna just live out of my Home Depot boxes filled with toys. So that's where I'm gonna be in 5 years.
No, but really, what do you think?
I don't know. It's definitely gonna rotate.
So, like, a lot
I
of
think
people
it's just gonna keep evolving. Like, you know, old toys might be like, you know, sold off, and then new ones come in. Like, you know,
I mean that's the obvious though, but like, so like a lot of people don't know, Dom. You also have an extensive 1/4 scale, quarter scale statue collection.
Yeah.
So I think that those will always stand the test of time.
Yeah. Like my statue, I purchased those statues to keep those statues.
Right, because those are basically renditions of someone's art of a character. It's not a company that made it. There's no joints involved. Nothing that's gonna fall apart on you. You know what I mean. And they're painted to the nines. Most of them. You know, sometimes you get a defect, but so I think that's a pretty smart move. You know, you could never go wrong.
It's definitely, if there ever was a move to like just get rid of it all and just keep something, those statues would be kept. But because like you said, they're art to me. So it's something that I picked because I liked it, and you know, when it's not like I'm buying it just to, you know, because I like it, you know, like Pacific Rim, and you just buy it. It's just there, and it'll sit there, and then you'll find it on a shelf at your NJCC in 5 years. But who knows? Like, you know, I feel, you know, maybe my physical situation, will be in a better place to start, you know, to display stuff. But that's always, you know, always the case. I'm doing stuff right now to free up that room for me to display stuff. So things are going to be, you know, I just think it's just my collecting. I'm always going to be doing it. So it's just going to be a different stage where I am. So I'm going to take opportunities, hopefully next year when, you know, those, I think there's going to be a nice big Transformer convention near us next year. So I might take an opportunity to get rid of my extras or my spoils that I don't want anymore.
Right.
So things like that. So money in, money out, my friend. Money in, money out.
Yeah. I'm kind of like thinking along what JD had started with, and he said he wanted to slim down.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, with the same question I went back to him on is, we're gonna keep buying stuff. So if I'm still buying shit this year, next year, and the year after, I could only imagine how much stuff I'm gonna have by then. I'm already like at capacity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So something's got to give. I eventually have to get rid of something here. And looking around, everything that I have currently displayed is the stuff that I probably wouldn't get rid of, but more so the stuff that's not displayed, that's in box, that'd be the stuff that it's gonna go. You know, I know if Gary were here, he would say something like, "If you haven't looked at it in 6 months, you don't need it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that might be the case, so you can do a rotating display.
Yeah, like I think
what you like. You know.
I think that's definitely an option for you if you know, to keep things fresh, because it's like if I can imagine, you know, if I had a display and I'm looking at it time and time again, you know, I would definitely get bored of it, and just, you know, I would want to change or maybe refresh it to you know, to enjoy something else that I might not be displaying and at the first hand. So it's like, it's always, you know, I'd always think of that, like, you know, with you guys, like, see Dave, like, you know, there's going to be a time where you're going to be like looking back at those DTOFs and seeing the same character and the same shelving units all the time. Like there's going to be a change that you're going to want to see differently. So that there's going to probably be a push for you to do that eventually and change it up. So
Yeah,
know.
for sure. I mean, it's like that already. You know what I mean? When you spend some time in here, like there's been a few times where I'm like, I don't like the way this looks in here. I'm gonna move it over here, or just completely take it out of the room.
So I will I'll say that I'll say like all the vintage stuff that I have, I would probably keep a lot of that, just because I've been thinking about it like in the way Brian looks at his Diaclone stuff.
Yeah.
So like I know I have it, you know what I mean? But like whatever, 10 years, 20 years from now, like I'll get that stuff out and be like, holy fuck. Like I can't believe I held on to this stuff. Like this shit is like, man, I was like 6 years old. It was like 50 fucking years ago. Wow, holy shit. These fucking toys are this old, you know? That kind of enjoyment. But like,
it's funny that you say that, JD, because sometime right now when I'm going through some of my stuff and pulling some old boxes that I just, like I said, I maybe didn't label it or I don't know what's in it, and I'm opening it up and I'm like, holy shit, I have this crap. And it's like, you know, it's kind of surprising, and somewhat is like refreshes you and say, you know, like to what you were collecting at the time and what you know, and it brings that enjoyment. Not as much as what you were when you were at that time getting it, but it comes back to you a little bit because you're walking down memory lane and when you know purchased it, or the feelings that you had when you did and stuff like that. So I get a lot of that when I'm going through some of my old stuff and just going through stuff, seeing what I want to sell off or whatever the case may be, you know. But
one thing I can see leaving my collection though is probably a lot of the Transformers.
Yeah, I can see that because
I'll keep, you know what I mean, select pieces, but like I'm just talking about what is there now. And the problem is like it just seems like every couple of years like they can't pick a lane. You know what I mean? The
you feel
aesthetic
that
changes and the scale changes, and you know, like nobody can really make their mind up.
But do you feel that way? Because I feel that way too. Because I feel like there's always something. Somebody's going to always make something better in Transformers. It's always changing. It's always evolving. So you can get rid of them all and then like come back a couple years later with whatever new is coming out and what they're doing, and you can enjoy and pick it up from there. You know, it's just especially in like the Hasbro like just mainline. Like, you know, they're always changing and they're always putting out something new, and always every time
pick a lane and fucking finish it,
and you can get into it. Like, you know, I wish, you know, I'm not a big you know Bayverse guy, but like, you know, just imagine getting the Studio Wave series when the movies were actually coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just toys that, you know, you were getting during the time of the movies, and now they're making them better into scale and everything like that, and actually giving the toys that you want. And
they're completely irrelevant.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, it's still doing it, and I'm sure it's surviving due to the fact that people who do enjoy those movies are picking them up and getting the toys that you always wanted when you were enjoying those movies. So it's interesting, you know. And like the first time ever we're getting like, you know, very accurate representations of, you know, our characters, Optimus Prime, you know, Starscream, and what they would look like, and people are getting into the Earthrise and the you know, the Siege as their first time in getting to Transformers, because they look exactly like what they looked like in '84. So it's, you know, from what they recognize it as it, you know what I'm saying? That's my Soundwave, you know, that's my Optimus Prime, you know. But it's interesting whether that's going to go away and then they come back to it, you know, and do some artistic, or maybe jump to another series, whether Beast Wars or Cybertron, whatever the case may be. But it's like they always can go away and then come back, away, come back, and you can catch it up. You can catch up or jump in whenever time you want to. With Transformers, I feel like Marvel Legends, other collectibles, can you say that? Like, can you really say that? Like, I know I know they make remake figures and characters in Marvel Legends, like, but they don't typically come out every year. They remake a Wolverine, like, I don't know. I see people are going to be wanting those X-Men and the Jim Lee X-Men, and are they really going to be producing them over and over again, like in a timely fashion where people just don't care if they come in or come out of that collection? Because everybody wants a Rogue, and have they made the reissue a Rogue yet? So things like that. It's considering. It's funny.
For you 1/6 scale collectors, do you think like the ones that are out now are already like the Uber ones? And
No.
no.
I think that maybe some of the recent ones are better than some of the older ones. I could say that. But like when they originally did, like, I know like people come out with sculpts for a lot of these faces. Like for example, Han Solo, right? That figure's what, 4 years old, Dom? 5?
Yeah.
And I mean, still popular, still good, but they've come out with different, like, smiles and looks to his face, where you can get like a, like a custom
Scoundrel's
head.
grin.
Yes, there you go, Scoundrel's grin, exactly. And those look better than the Hot Toys ones. When somebody that knows how to paint gets onto one of those things, I think that, I don't know, 4 or 5 years from now, they're going to redo it again. The same way that me and Dom have been bitching about them redoing the Bespin Luke, right?
Yeah.
The new one looks better than the older one does, right? But the older one fetched $600.
Yeah, back in the day,
Do you think? I'm sorry, Brian.
I was just gonna say, looking at all the Hot Toys that are out, like, are there any glaring omissions that need to be filled? Like, it's almost like Star Wars better put out another trilogy, or these guys aren't going to have any more figures to make.
Well,
They're gonna have the Transformers problem.
They ride the coattails of that a lot. Like, they tend to use new movies or new
Right.
content as their driver to create whatever figures they're creating. It would be, the thing is with Hot Toys, there's always like a 1 to 2 year lag of toy. Like, so it's unfortunate with production, I guess, with Hot Toys. It's just, you're going to get the figures that you're interested in now because you just saw the fucking movie. You're not going to get until 2 years down the road.
Right, yeah,
So
that's
it's
true.
like,
when they're
so
irrelevant.
yeah, exactly. So but it's different with Star Wars, because when they do some of those older characters, you've already known those characters. You've seen those movies that they've been in, and it's like, you're waiting for it. You're waiting for it just because you want you want that character in your collection. So it's weird. It's just.
It is. It's like again, like, like they're still coming out with figures from the Empire, right? From Empire, for example.
Yeah.
But they haven't given us a Lando, right? Like a Hot Toys Lando. They haven't given us a Empire Han Solo, like in Hoth gear yet, or anything.
Bespin or Han,
So
yeah.
they got any uniform that somebody wears, they can make a fucking toy of, essentially, right? But then when they come out with a line for a specific movie, like Rogue One, right?
Yep.
They only did so many of the fucking characters, and everybody was waiting for the rest of them to come out, and they never did.
And then
they'll
resort to like
they
trickling
teased a few,
it.
and they never come out with them. But at any given moment, they could just be like, you know what, we're dry right now. There's nothing new coming out. Let's just fucking drop a Rogue One, see how it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But they did that with the Krennic. Like, Krennic is a prime example of a, here's all the figures that we did for Rogue One. We never finished it, and then all of a sudden, 2-3 years later, 2 years later, they do a Krennic. Then everyone's like, oh fuck, I need to get this figure. This is my next, one that can complete my Rogue One collection. And but it's like, I think that you're always going to get with anything in regarding the collection. It's just depending on how fast or what the turn is going to be, where you're going to get a reissue or a resculpt of something. So it's never going to be like, maybe your one-offs, like, I don't think they'll ever do like a a Stan Lee, appearance in, Ragnarok, and we're going to reissue that figure 5 years down the road. But who knows?
Maybe.
If the popularity or the demand is still there.
So, let me take this in another direction for the 1/6 scale. Do you think that the materials will hold up? Do you think that they'll truly hold up?
No,
because of the way they're made.
Yeah, there's already, you already know that some of the material doesn't even hold up. Like a lot of the pleather on the Death Troopers, the pauldrons and stuff are fading away. They right now, if you ever want to buy one of those for $500 to $600, most likely it's going to have some fading of the leather. So it's like, it's just depending on what material they use. Some figures are like, I think even the Winter Soldier, the first one from the Winter Soldier movie has those, like, defects and weathering and then the buttons, and this falls off because the glue dries out and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that road. Huh?
Hey, don't be quiet. That's not nice.
I'm just. I mean, I kind of figured it was an issue that the stuff doesn't hold up because of the material.
But then, like, you have
it's not like I don't have any 1/6 figures. Like I do, just not Star Wars.
But you go into that knowing that, like, for the Iron Spidey, like nobody's posing that thing to where it's touching, like, it's extending the limits of the material, because at the end of the day, you don't want the material to start, disintegrating. You know what I'm saying? So you're always going to have them in an A pose. But then, like, you have a figure like the Home Suit Spidey, which is all cloth, and then people just pose the shit out of it because you have the ability to do it. So there's figures meant to do the articulation, and you just need to, if that is important to you in the 1/6 scale, collection, there's a few figures that you can get that can quench your appetite there.
I don't think that's any different than, like, the third-party robots, right? Whose joints and stuff, and
joints,
ratchets. When they seem sturdy, and then you let them sit for 6 months, and then you touch it again, and suddenly it feels really very different than you remember.
If you play,
Gary, some of them you have them holding a gun up in the air, and you check 2 months later, and they're
down to the side,
down to the floor.
Right. Yeah.
Like, if you play enough with your new Optimus Prime, I'm sure it's going to have a lot more paint chips than it did when it came out of the box. So, there's going to be wear and tear on a lot of these toys, especially depending on how much you play with them. So, like anything, but I feel like just certain lines are going to, it's all going to be up to your, whether you're waiting. It's like in the sneaker game, like Jordans. Are you going to wait 3-4 years for them to make another freaking, Jordan 3 bread? Are you going to wait another fucking 4 years? Because that's how long it takes them to redo all the fucking shoes again. So it's like, are you going to wait there, or are you going to pay the premium or get it when it comes out just because you can't wait any longer?
Right.
So everything's on a fucking cycle.
It's a good reminder to enjoy what you have now, right?
Yeah.
However it makes you happy, right?
Exactly.
In the box, display, dioramas, customizing stuff. It's
But then
I miss some of the questions.
But, like, the thing is, JD, like, you come to the future and you realize somebody's going to redo something, and, like, all of a sudden the originals are better than what they're making now. Like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're from what I'm hearing, it sounds like the Thundercats. You're leading more towards the Mattel line than the Super 7 stuff.
I mean,
or
I'm just leaning that way because I already have them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't have to go for the Super 7, and knowing Super 7 and all the issues that they have to begin with.
But the
I'm still getting like the characters that haven't been made, of course.
Yeah, but, like, the thing is people are making those comparisons. They are going back and checking against the old ones. They do that with sneakers. They do that with everything. So it's like, but sometimes there's going to be stories where the original is better, or the previous one is better than the new one. So.
Matt Hurd said, My penis has a lot of wear and tear. Played with too much.
Yep.
Well, stop
Listen,
playing with your
I hope you're using some lotion or something.
Yeah.
Spit like
Because
anything.
dick rub don't feel good after a
Yeah,
while, you know.
yeah. That's gonna leave a mark, you know.
So he's a year older today.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday, Matt.
Yep.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Matt.
Not one beer joke the whole show. Shame. You guys wasted this whole show.
Of course not.
There you go.
It looks like him too. Look at that.
It does.
That's Willie Robinson.
That girl on the right. That looks like that
That
actress
looks
that
my baby
married
mother.
It looks like the actress that married the went into the
It's got big teeth.
You don't pull out of that, Brian. You stay
the
right
English
inside.
thing. The English thing. The goddamn, she married the prince of the.
Oh, Prince Henry's wife.
Yeah, it looks like her.
I got
And then they left the world?
Yeah, they went to Canada and now they're in LA or something like that. We don't want to be part of the royal family anymore.
So, Gary, I know you had a little hiatus going on for a bit, but I don't know if you want to chime in before we're done. We spoke about what we predict the next few years would be like for us.
Yeah, I was thinking, this is what I think that we'll see, right? You'll reach a point where you can only articulate a figure so much. So I was thinking about, I don't have it in hand, but you guys know the Marvel Legends, there's that 2-pack with the old man Logan and like the Hulk baby.
Yeah.
And then it's like the old Hawkeye, right? And isn't that Hawkeye figure the first male Marvel Legends that has like the new
Seamless
structure
arms,
with the
yeah, like
seamless, right?
Something like that.
With the elbow, yeah, the new elbow.
Right? Yeah, so you have that. Then you throw in some of the butterfly joints that you're seeing in more Marvel Legends, right? And then you do this digital paint as far as that part goes. So I think you reach a finite point. So from there, it's like, what else can you do, right? Because you have all these different brands that compete based on sculpting, based on accessories, or again, that maneuverability piece, right?
Articulation,
Yeah,
yep.
so Mafex versus Figure Arts versus Reveltech, all for, the same Marvel character. I think we'll see kind of like cars, right? Go back 10 years ago, and if you had a matte finish to your car, whether it was paint or you did it as a wrap, that was like really rare and different, and it would really stand out, right? It's flat black. Oh, it looks pretty cool. You do this flat blue, and some of those things. And now manufacturers like offer those colors like as paint, brand new on the car, right? Not as a custom. So my thought is we'll start seeing some applications to some of the higher end items that will be
In the
designed
$20,
in a certain way to make the display even more, just really make it stand apart, I guess, more. So, like, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, I think like Flame Toys has all that lighting in it, right? So if you put all the batteries in and you light up a Flame Toys Tarn, it looks pretty cool, right? If everything is lit up that way. When I had the Hulkbuster for Hot Toys, right? I never was adventurous enough to put all the batteries in all those, but that thing had like, I don't even remember, like 25 batteries to go in different spots to light it up in spots. But I feel like, there may be some combination where, the paint applications could be used in conjunction with some type of display to really, make it stand out and look different on the shelf all by itself. I don't know if that's robots. I don't know if that's action figures and shading. I could maybe see something where it's almost like not self-contained, like in a case, but you use some type of lighting and then the figure plays off of this lighting piece. And that is what makes it look more dynamic when it's posed there. I don't know.
Fuck that. If I'm going to buy a car, that shit better transform. In 5 years?
Well, it transform itself, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm thinking along those lines too.
What if you say Transformers are still popular in say 10 years? and you really see, like, what if we're into like nanotechnology and shit like that? So you've seen the video of that guy that made a G1 Optimus Prime transform.
Yeah,
into a truck,
transforms.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what if you could just have a remote control and like, all right, Prowl transform, and you don't. And at that point, you don't even care about articulation and posing, but you're just watching toys transform on your shelf with the push of a button. Would you upgrade? Transform all at the same time, and it rattles all the shelves, and then your mythics just
And
fall on the
mythics
floor.
just fall off. Yeah.
But you push a button and they all appear there again.
Yep.
No, I mean at that point, you might as well, we might as well be the Matrix. You know what I mean? Copper Topper.
Now that would be interesting. What if you could plug yourself into like a collector matrix and you pay, maybe there's a monthly fee and you get to mess with all the new toys like
And
virtual.
and they take them no room because they're all on like a fucking hard
Virtual
drive.
space, yeah.
And then you really could be a collector in a
As
closet.
long
Like,
as my virtual girlfriend is in the same spot, I'm fine.
Oh man, I mean nuts.
Shit, that doesn't sound too bad, Brian. I like that idea. When you were saying it, all I could imagine is these little hologram transformers popping out of fucking glass shelves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then like you go to grab
like-
one and it kind of like fucking materializes.
Yeah, so I was rewatching some of the Iron Man MCU movies, and like when Tony's in his workshop, it's like he has Jarvis create like a wire grid of something, and he just manipulates that stuff in the air. You know, that's fucking wild. It's good stuff.
Going to Mars. That's pretty much where you're going, Brian. It's like, when the world becomes where you just have to stay in home and just plug yourself to go to your office and have virtual meetings while you're like, working with
Oh
your
wow,
employees.
thank you, pandemic. You've turned it into a reality.
And then just basically, if you want to go on vacation, just plug in and just go on vacation for a week in a virtual
not
world.
exactly what I was saying.
Or plug in and then go down in my man cave and play like all the video games and play with all the toys I wanted back in the 80s. Yeah, you can do that shit.
You erased my entire G1 collection, you fucking motherfucker.
Who is in my virtual room?
But I needed room for my air fryer recipes.
Why is my mythics on the floor?
Oh my god.
So Gary's gone again. Well, I guess we could wrap up on that, guys. This is a good talk. I'm just gonna remind everybody of the other podcast that we have on the channel. I'm gonna play that little video quick. Cool. And with that, I'm just gonna go down the line, let everybody say their goodbyes, tell you where you can find them when they're not here, or even when they are here. Like I'm here on Tuesdays, and you can find me on Instagram, Energon Addict. How about you, Brian?
At Frinkleizer on Instagram, and here on Tuesdays and Mondays and Wednesdays.
And how about you, Mr. JD?
You can find me here Tuesdays. What? And Wednesdays. Yeah. Figure banging, and tomorrow we'll have a all new Shelf Gravy.
Shelf Gravy.
I have no idea what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. I'm pretty good at winging it. If anything, I'll just be painting stuff and giving it away. So feel free to
While we
spread the
listen to
word.
Matt go on tirades.
Yeah.
About
yes, please.
G.I. Joe.
Yep.
And
That's
God, what was the other thing that set him off last 2 weeks? I can't remember.
Matt?
Yeah. God, he was.
Yeah, it was the
nuts.
I think that was after we, or no, it was right at the end of the show. It was what was going on with Elijah's.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, pigment surgery and shelf gravy. Check it out.
Cool. Gary, you can find him in the dark. And how about you, Dom? Where can he find you?
You can find me here Tuesday nights with you guys in the groups Dominic Grasso. And how'd you guys like that Mando trailer? Did you guys enjoy the Mando trailer?
I didn't see it yet. Shut up.
Okay.
I didn't see it yet.
Well, how'd you not see it yet?
I'm gonna see it in October.
Yeah. It didn't give anything
So,
too much away.
Funny story. Like I thought, it was like a few days ago, or like last week, or over the weekend. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. But like I saw something. There was like new footage or something that people were talking about, and I'm like, oh, there's a new fucking Mando trailer. So I go searching fucking YouTube for this trailer, and it's like official Mandalorian season 2 trailer, and I click on it, and it's like seems all fucking legit, and then it like you hear the Mando say like, we gotta talk, and then the camera pans to like fucking the child, and he's standing there smoking like a virtual cigarette. He's like, I'm tired of you leaving your underwear around. You gotta quit smoking on the whatever, the razor claw. You leaving your empty drinks or and I'm like, fuck you! And I was like screaming at the fucking TV because all I could find was like bunk fucking trailers. And I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck this shit.
I think last week they did like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, they did like a spread on entertainment.
Yeah, I think
that was like that's
what I
what the
found.
people were talking about, and then they were assuming that there was going to be a trailer dropping soon, and I guess today was the day.
But I did find the Dune trailer.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's good.
I'm pretty excited about that. It looks pretty good. Anyway,
G Money, everybody said goodbye. It's your turn.
I'm sorry for it's been kind of a clusterfuck here at the
All right,
house
bro.
tonight,
We all have that.
So that's good. But yeah, find me on Facebook and do my best to be here with you guys on Tuesdays with interruptions going forward.
You're looking around the room like if something bad's gonna happen.
We're just waiting for the technician to get here. You know what I mean? It's been kind of
a technician.
Yeah, for the AC.
Oh my God! You don't have no AC?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Go run to the community pool and come back.
It's like it's friggin' hot too. It's like I got 2 fans on, but it's like
fucking hot in Florida.
So we'll see. It's supposed to be under warranty, but I'm sure they're gonna hit me with something. Oh, you're supposed to do this type of maintenance.
It's
We'll see.
55. It's 55 in your favorite borough.
well, if it's just a thermostat, it shouldn't be. If
Yeah,
it's
we'll-
under
we'll
fucking warranty, they should just fucking replace it and be done.
Gary, I
Shall
mean,
see.
I learned how to remote control smart home thermostats from my computer today. So, if you want me to turn the air conditioning back on, I will.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you pay Brian yet?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that gets better.
I was like,
dude.
that'll teach him to move to Florida.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce out. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, brother.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Okay, later.
All right, guys. Anybody that's still here, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week on Break the Mold. Right?
5 years, you're gonna see those details.
Say it with me now.
Round.